Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Sound of Hope, the Story of Possum Trot. And this is from writer-director Joshua Weigel and from Angel Studios, focusing on the story of this small town where Donna and Reverend Martin and their church in East Texas, there's 22 families who wind up adopting 77 children out of the foster system. And this is the story of this small town, but more importantly, it's about Donna and Reverend W.C. Martin and their experiences with their family and the trials and tribulations of this experience. And this is a moving and true and impactful, poignant story of one town making such a difference for young people who don't have families and are stuck in this system or in abusive homes, and trying to give them a better life and a good use of faith and church. And there's the way that this film utilizes faith is in a very impactful and poignant way, where you really see, like, in the church setting, the Baptist churches and the sense of community. And even throws a little shade at some of those bigger, mega churches, putting on a front but not really putting up when it really matters, helping people. I think Nika King and Demetrius Gross, who play Donna and Reverend Martin, give fantastic performances as, these are very real experiences. They're trying to help, and maybe on some level from a financial standpoint or emotional standpoint, didn't realize quite how much the trauma could be for some of these kids and what they've been through. And you really feel that in some really emotional moments throughout this film. And sure, there's moments where the music gets really melodramatic. There's scenes that are bigger and bigger and bigger, larger than life kind of experiences that you feel like you're kind of watching a soap opera at times. But then there's also some really serious and impactful moments that are raw and just hit in such a deeply emotional way. And the performances from King and Gross really anchor this film, and you see this whole experience. You have Elizabeth Mitchell of Lost fame and the Santa Claus, who's playing the one from this foster agency, involved in this experiences too, and the challenges of the system, the challenges of overcoming trauma. And Terry, played by Deanna Babnikova, who has a lot put on her shoulders. She plays a character that has so much trauma and has to deal with so many heavy, suicidal ideations and abuse and sexualization and all of these things. She gives a really powerful performance as a young actress who's saddled with such a complicated and heavy character. I do feel, and this film is over 2 hours. It gets a little long in the tooth. I do feel like I mentioned, it gets a little too over melodramatic, and I think maybe oversimplifies some of the things a bit, but it's still such a poignant experience. It's such an inspirational story, and has some strong performances that anchor it down to really sell, this is a meaningful story to put on the screen for more people to know about. Maybe it would have been interesting if this was a documentary and not a dramatization, but in the dramatization, they're able to find the emotion and the impact of what this story told. And overall, I think this is a rock-solid film with a great story that's worth hearing. But those are my thoughts on Sound of Hope, the Story of Possum Trot. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.